This week, we're taking a 108-mile road trip down the length of the Florida Keys, all the way to Key West. You recording? You're recording. Yeah, that's going to go great on the voiceover. We're revisiting some old favorite haunts, and we're going to find some new places to explore, all right in the middle of a hot, steamy Florida summer. Hi, I'm Rick.
I'm Nikki.
And we are driving down the length of the Florida Keys, right down to Key West. You know, in a car that's barely air-conditioned in the middle of August and summer in Florida heat. I mean, I have got to get this air conditioner fixed. Whose idea was this?
Yours.
And so today, a whole bunch of things that you didn't know about Key West, and the rest of the Keys on the way down here. You want to start a war, a debate within the Florida Keys? Ask somebody what the best key lime pie is. You're going to get 4,000 different answers, probably from the same person, but for our money, there's one, maybe two. But we're only here today at one. We are at the Key Lime Pie Factory. Guess what they actually serve here? They serve, I'm going to make a big mess, key lime pie. Now for us, this is not the best key lime pie, but the place where you get it, it's pretty much the best. The best key lime pie is just up the street at Mrs. Mack's, but this place, it's so much nicer. Contrary to what you might think, key lime pie is not green. It is yellow because key lime juice is not green either. It's usually served with a graham cracker crust. It's kind of soft and fluffy and sometimes gooey. And that's what kind of makes the big debate go around as to who has the best one. But this is really tasty. And I highlight, my tongue just went all blurry. And I highly recommend a nice espresso to go with it because they give you a free key lime cookie. Key limes everywhere. So you're probably wondering why I'm standing in front of a giant lobster. That's Betsy. Let me tell you about her. So I'm at a place called the Rain Barrel, and yeah, it's kind of touristy. It's where you can stop and get your tchotchkes and whatnot, but it's really kind of an artist community. It's really eclectic here. There's a lot of fun things to see and do, and Betsy out front, Betsy is a spiny lobster. We don't have lobsters the way you think them. Our lobsters don't have claws. Our lobsters can't hurt you, but they're just as tasty. Now this place is about as hippie-trippy as you can get, or as my girlfriend would call it, crunchy. But there's some really cool people here, really fun. You know, like these two dancing up front. Just having a good time. It's the Keys life, and this is just a gorgeous place to come and shop and look around, and even if you don't buy anything, it's great to spend a good hour just sort of chilling out here in the middle of, you know, 1960s Haight-Ashbury. So down here in the lower Keys, we have deer. They're called key deer. They're like regular deer, but they're about this tall. Actually, they're about the size of small dogs. They're really cute, and it's really hard not to run into them. Now, by that I mean they are very, very tame. And tame meaning because people feed them. So they're used to walking up to people. They're not used to being afraid of people. And that's the problem. So all of a sudden they hop out in front of your car. They're only about this tall. And, well, that's why we don't have as many key deer left. So if you're ever coming down through the lower Keys and you see the signs that say slow down, please slow down because we like them. They're too cute. So please help a deer out. Drive slowly. So you're talking to your family and you're saying, hey, let's go down to the Florida Keys and let's go to the beach because I think that would make a wonderful vacation. Well, guess what? You're not coming to the Florida Keys at least to go to the beach. If you're looking for a natural beach, you got to go back up to the mainland where there's nice big sandy water, gorgeous. It's what you think of in a beach. In the Keys, all the islands are rocky outcroppings. What you got is mangroves, mud, and slime. Even this beach behind me is pretty much man-made. There may have been a wisp or two of natural sand, but they truck it in and they spread it out. That's what you get here. A lot of the resorts, absolutely, they'll make their own beach, and then you get to stay inside of the resort and play on their 14 feet of sand. But nope. You want to come here, there's lots and lots of water, ain't lots and lots of sand, so please don't come down here for the beach because you ain't going to find it. Higgs Beach, no relation. As you can see behind me, that is the southernmost point of the United States. You're actually closer to Cuba right here than you are to the mainland US. And you also notice all that line, everyone comes and gets their photo taken, and look at me, I'm in Key West. Look what you gotta wait in if you want to do it in the middle of the August heat. For me, it ain't worth it. Hey, did you know for a brief period of time that Key West was actually its own country? Yep, it actually seceded from the United States of America back in April of 1982. The U.S. Border Patrol, yeah, they set up a checkpoint back at Skeeter's Last Chance Saloon, which was the only way into and out of the Florida Keys. They were looking for illegal immigrants, illegal drugs, all that kind of stuff. Well, basically, they squashed tourism, and Key West wasn't having any of it. And so the Conch Republic was born. Now, obviously, the whole point of that exercise was to get the Border Patrol to stop patrolling the border as if, the Keys were a separate country, and they did. They pulled back. But about 10 years later, there was another skirmish. Apparently, the Coast Guard was doing exercises in the area, and they failed to tell the Conch Republic they were doing so. So naturally, Key West sent out boats to attack, to defend the good borders of the Conch Republic, where again, they threw stale bread, conch fritters, and water balloons at the Coast Guard boats. The Coast Guard actually responded with water cannons and drove them off, but in an interesting twist of fate and an ironic turn of events, the Coast Guard apologized because they said they did not mean to disrespect the sovereignty of the Conch Republic. And so technically, we're still in another country right now. You can even get a passport here. Swear to God. So at the end of the day, as you transition from tourist to drunken tourist, you're going to want to watch the sunset. And there's only one place in all of Key West to watch the sunset, and that's Mallory Square. It gets crowded, it gets funky, but this is where you got to come. So be sure and come back next week when I have no idea what I'm doing next week. I know I'm going to be in California, but past that, a couple weeks ago I was in Iceland, and a couple weeks before that I was somewhere else, and maybe one of these videos popping up will tell you exactly where I was. So go ahead and click on and watch that. In the meantime, be healthy, be happy, and we will see you soon.